Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a beautiful morning. This morning we're out here again, making use of the miles. Yeah?
Marital Miles.
The Marital Miles. Alright. So we're just hanging out with the wifey and myself. And we did what, 2 miles?
Yeah.
About 2 miles already.
But we put in some HIIT, some HIT training. We did some high impact interval training.
High impact interval training. This morning we want to talk about friendship, especially in relationships. You know, many people enter relationships for different reasons, right?
Right?
And you know, sometimes you end up with in a situation where the person that you're with is not necessarily the person that you're friendly with.
Right.
It can be a case where you have grown apart. It can be a case where
You were never friends from start.
never friends from start.
And that's why I think it's always important for relationships.
Morning.
Morning. To start off as friendships first and then progress into something more,
Especially from the level where you want somebody to be a confidant. If your significant other, your wife, your husband, can't be a confidant, then you really and truly have to work on the relationship, building that friendship aspect of it. You see, after all the physical aspect of a relationship is done, what remains is, are you two friends?
Right.
And if you're not friends, then there's really nothing to talk about. You can't share your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your disappointments, your concerns. You can't share. And everybody needs somebody to share with. That's why many wives in relationships have them girlfriend club, and that's a different type of friendship. Because I don't think every person tell them
Right. No matter
social
how
friends.
close you and your spouse happen to be, there's just not going to be a case where every single topic of conversation you're going to be comfortable going to him, because some things they're just not gonna relate to.
not gonna relate.
Some things they're just not interested in at all. So, they can't process it, they're not gonna be able to relate to it, understand it. So it don't make no sense. So in those cases, it's always good to have an outlet outside of your marriage, or outside of your relationship. But
Morning.
But there should be that bond. There should be an outlet where you can come to your spouse and let them know what you're going through, and that helps to build trust. I think that when you communicate with somebody, when you can confide in somebody, it helps to build that trust.
True thing.
And a
True
bond.
thing. I remember the fact of, with me and you, using us as an example, you were far more my friend in the beginning than, my spouse. It was a case where I really and truly did not open up and talk to much people. Yes, you have your friend and your crew, but them don't know the inner workings, and especially with a lot of Caribbean men, they keep things in. They lock in themselves, and they're not overly revealing, especially emotionally. Right. They're not overly revealing, and so you find that they will be drifting, they will be worried, they will have major concerns, and them not verbalize this, because guess what? Them not trust nobody that much. Them not let nobody in them space. Now, one of the flip side of this type of friendship is the willingness to listen to your significant other and not judge them.
I know, right?
If somebody mess up, which happens a lot in relationships, somebody mess up, right? Do you just write them off? Do you say, I say you did stay a long time, I didn't know, say I say you stay? Do you take that mistake, or that the mess, and use it as a point of contention, or use it as a point to dissolve the friendship, or use it as a point of judgment, without trying to help the individual to overcome or to understand their mistake, especially if it's a case where somebody come to you and say, I mess up.
Right.
You know, the part in friendships and in relationships that is very important is sometimes you have to step out of yourself and see the issue from the other person's standpoint.
Existentially.
Yeah, yeah, big word, existentially.
Yeah.
It's very existential.
And then, what do you do if you are the listener and you are the subject of the conversation too? You understand? Sometimes your spouse have an issue with you.
Well, I think
do they come to you yourself and talk about it, or would they feel more comfortable finding a third party, or
I think it have to do with how the person perceive you receiving whatever them have to say. You know, if them believe say you will take it objectionally, you know, if you will take it from a level where you will be understanding, then maybe.
Because recently, he has had an issue in terms of me being fat.
Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Jesus.
And it's all a matter of how you say it, and we have to commend you because you find some little sneaky ways to just bring it in, like, when you're the little and the cute. And so that fit you. Them size they fit you. Now come out and say, why you're really fat and you need to stop eating. So
I never know say a marital mile I got turn for me. I never know at all.
So you got to know how to approach the person. And I would be appreciative to know that, listen, you have an issue with me, they can come to me.
Let me switch side.
Yeah. The sun was doing very good. I know it's out in the forest.
But you know what? Friendship is the ability to grow together, to laugh together.
Oh Lord, laugh?
Hey, if you can't laugh with your significant other, then check up on our friends.
We laugh at each other, we laugh at other people.
Oh, we like laughing at other people.
And we laugh at one another.
It's on a way to say it, but we're not talking about discrimination. We're talking about just, be like the quirks. People have them little quirks, and I'm a comedian, so. But those things break a lot of the monotony in the relationship, and it also gives us that type of, togetherness. It's like a camaraderie. Me knows me, and then the years of growing together, we also know when each other gonna laugh after somebody. There's a hidden. It's like
unseen code.
It's like telekinesis. Me just have to look on her, and the two will bust out laughing, and those things happen when you give each other the benefit of the doubt and you take the time to grow with one another. It's not perfect, because we argue. She get on my nerves, and I'm sure I do too, but I don't really get on her nerve that much because I'm cute.
Really?
But it's a case where we are try. And if each person decide that every day we're gonna make a concerted effort, I think that makes it work.
Oh, and you know what? As I see us walking and doing this, find things, because friendship has to do with finding commonality. You're not gonna be friends with somebody that you have nothing in common with. So it's good to find things to do together. If it's even for just get up and walk. You might not be interested in watching the game with your husband. You might not be interested in going to the mall with your wife. But find that one or two things that you guys can morning that you guys can do together, and that in itself will help to build the friendship. And
also celebrate your differences.
Right.
You understand? We're friends, but I don't have to be the same thing that she is, and she'd have to be the same thing as I am, and learn how to get along, knowing that the other person have a different characteristics or character than you. For some people, if your spouse is not like you, you use it as a pointer to debase them and bring them down.
Yes.
And so in everything, we have to learn how to grow together. No man is an island, and each of we have to just take the opportunity to get to that place where we love and appreciate each other for the virtues, and we support and care for each other in the vices, and hey, maybe it will grow. You understand? and give God praise and glory. Marital Mile, we are out. Peace and love.
Deuces.